All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out here at Charlotte for the All-Star race. This is going to be... Sorry, the name is a little long. It's going to be You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120 here for the GEC NASCAR THDesigns All-Star race. It's going to be a lot of fun out here. These guys aren't racing for points. They're not racing for wins. They're racing straight for glory. This has nothing to do with their actual season. This is all just for glory. So these guys are going to be trying to clutch it. We do have an open that will be qualifying people into the feature. So the open will be 60 laps, 20, 40 will be our stages tonight for that. Anybody that gets those stages will be allowed into the feature, and then the top I believe 3. So there will be 5 people from the open that get into the feature, and then on top of that we have past GEC champions, and we also have this season's winners. They will automatically be granted into the feature as well. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an exciting race, and I cannot wait to see what these guys got up their sleeves. Looks like, let's go ahead and take a look at the track and see what's going on as far as the race goes. So, like I said, Charlotte Motor Speedway. You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120. It looks like 81 degrees, so it's not that hot out there. 33% moisture. It is cloudy with 4 miles an hour of wind. Shouldn't be too bad for these guys out there. It doesn't look like they're having a lot of trouble out there right now. But we will be seeing here in a minute who's going to take that pole position. Configuration is going to be oval in Concord, North Carolina. Everybody thinks it's Charlotte, but it's really Concord, the birthplace of NASCAR. The track length is going to be 1.46 miles, and like I said, it looks like the ambient temperature is going to be 92 degrees. Here we go. We're starting for qualify right now. Let's see who's got what it takes to be on the top of that list. Charlotte is a very technical track. Coming out of 3 and 4, you got to watch out for that wall. It's going to be dangerous. Most of these guys know what they're doing. This is the Truck Series and the Cup Series combined, so Truck Series and Cup drivers are allowed to be in this race. Let's see, it looks like so far nobody's actually put down any laps yet. Let's see who's going to be the first one to lay down a hot lap. Oh, the 31 going sideways a little. That's going to mess up his first go around. Looks like Openchowski running that number 1. Some of these drivers are going to be in different numbers because this is not their actual series. Openchowski with the first lap. Jacob Hughes, McCabe, Anthony, Sellers, Campbell, Dunn, and Evans. Those will be changing. Cochran coming out. He's going to be laying down a lap. Takes that second position for right now. It looks like the background stuff was a little loud, but that's alright. They're shuffling back and forth right now, putting down those hot laps. They only got that 5 minutes to qualify, so they need to go out there and put it down as best they can. So far, looks like McCabe, Harris, Cochran, oh, that just changed. McCabe, Simmons, Harris, Cochran, and Openchowski for our top 5 right now. Cochran off the track, Openchowski off the track, McCabe as well. Still got a few guys out there. Ronnie Lane taking the number 1 spot away from McCabe. Eller taking that spot away from Simmons. Kiernan almost making it to the top 5 as well. Kicking out Shane Cochran. It's anybody's race. This is going to be amazing. I cannot wait to see what these guys have in store for us tonight. Charlotte, one of the most iconic tracks in NASCAR. No better place to have an all-star race. Again, it's gonna be the. I know you're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte All-Star 120. Oh, that's a mouthful. But that's all right. This is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, looks like all of our drivers are off the track. We're going to go ahead and go over the top 10. Ronnie Lane, Jason McCabe, Josh Eller, Kyle Simmons, Justin Harris, Ryan Elzey, Lee Kiernan, Shane Cochran, Marian, and Openchowski to lead off your top 10. Again, thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and kick it off, as always, with our national anthem. Thank you so much, and we'll see you back out on the track in a moment.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here once again. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and start this thing off. For our scrolling grid here, it looks like in the first lane, Ronnie Lane and Jay McCabe. Second lane, Josh Eller and Kyle Simmons. Third row is going to be Justin Harris and Ryan Elzey. Row 4 is going to be Lee Kiernan and Shane Cochran. Row 5, Jay Marian and Justin Openchowski. Row 6, John Sellers and Hunter Berkmeyer. Row 7 will be Keith Dunn and Michael Menchaca. Row 8, Jacob Hughes and John Anthony. Row 9, Chris Campbell and Reggie Jug Evans Jr. Row 10, Dustin Haynes and David Culleton. Row 11, Kenneth Gallman and Darren Bruce. Row 12, Wesley Lynch and Hammond. Row 13, Joseph Barrow and Jonas Seawright. Row 14, Michael Boyd and Khan. And the last row in 15th row, Stephen Abbasi Saeed. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go ahead and start this race. Looks like they're still in the pits right at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look as these guys get started. We are racing those Xfinity cars tonight. Not a familiar car for our series this season. We have raced Xfinity in the past, but I'm not sure who's all going to be able to keep that car under control. It's definitely more of a technical car. So I'm super excited, like I said, to see what these guys are going to be able to do out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm going to get the name right this time. You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120. We're in store for a treat here. A lot of amazing talent out here. A lot of GC veterans. McCabe, Simmons, Cochran. All up into the top 5 right now, it looks like. Oh, well, top 7. Our Lane being one of our rookie drivers. Here we go. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. We are started. And we have a caution. Well, that sure didn't take long. What happened back here? Something with Darren Bruce and Stephen Abbasaid. Abbasaid might have just went off the track, but... Oh, it looks like somebody bounced off the wall right there. Looks like there was a checkup with the number 27 and the 13 ran into the back of the 27. 27 up into the 50. 50 is going to be David Culleton. 3 cars involved in that. That is going to be damage for all 3 vehicles, I believe. Culleton taking some right. Same with the 27, right dead in the middle, and I'm sure Seawright wound up getting some damage off of that in his front end. Uh-oh. Why is it showing the grid again? Oh no. Well, that's no bueno. Let's see if we can get that off of there. I'm sure it's going to go away here in a second anyway. There it goes. First caution of the night. First THDesign caution of the night. It looks like 3 drivers jumped to the pits. Seawright, Culleton, and Bruce all jumping to the pit. Again, my apologies for the issue with the overlay, but looks like we're back to normal. Let's go ahead and see who's, maybe we can get who's up in the pits. Something's definitely going on here. There we go. That should fix our issue. It looks like we're going to have a lineup. Ronnie Lane and McCabe are going to battle it out one more time here for the restart. 4 laps into this, and already we have a caution. Hopefully those drivers can get back out on the track. Looks like Hammond actually is in the pit, or he didn't start the race, one or the other. As we come around turn 4, the pace car is going to dive off the track. These guys are going to go back green flag once more. Ronnie Lane, McCabe, Simmons, Eller, Kiernan. Here we go. Green flag. Beautiful jump by the number 87. 35 going to be trying to chase him down to McCabe. McCabe going to clear that number 24 right there. Looks like 24 is fighting to get on his inside, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make it with that arcing angle. 35 is definitely going to have the run coming off of that turn, trying to catch up to that number 87, while the number 7 of Justin Harris takes the inside of the number 24. Again, some of these drivers have different numbers because this is not their normal series that they run, but we will do our best to call those numbers out. And it looks like we have another caution out. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Looks like it involves Keith Dunn. Keith Dunn, or the 42 looks like he got loose, causing big issues on the track with a lot of drivers. Let's go ahead and take a look one more time. .42 of John Anthony gets into the 31 of Keith Dunn. Keith Dunn getting up into the 93. Back down the track, causing an issue with the 00 as well. Just carnage on the track right now. Oh, man. Looks like there was another incident up towards the front. These guys are going to have to calm down a little bit. Pushing way too hard on those cold tires is definitely going to do you the wrong way here at Charlotte. Coming into those turns, they're not cold tire friendly. You're going to have to at least get 3 laps on these tires before you start pushing too hard. As we've seen the first checkup with David Culleton, I figured it was going to be in the corners, but unfortunately that one was on the restart. This one was in the corner on those cold tires. Just curious of who that's going to take out of this race. Looks like Anthony jumped to the pits. I think that's the only one that actually jumped to the pits. I think everybody else made it back around. Reggie Evans, Dustin Haynes, and John Anthony all in the pit lane right now. Looks like Reggie Evans is on his way out of the pit lane. Haynes and Anthony, they're going to have to make their way out. Before that pace car passes. Else they are going to go a lap down. Does look like that they are actually staying in the pit lane. Haynes now with a little bit of speed to him. It looks like he may be coming out now. Anthony not coming out. Oh, Anthony is now coming out. Good. Glad he can make it back out there, but that is going to put him 1 lap down, unfortunately. We still got the front runners here as the same people that have restarted this race twice already. Ronnie Lane and McCabe doing a great job up there fighting each other. McCabe just edging out Ronnie Lane just a little bit. Lane with that beautiful jump on the last one. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it again. 7 of Harris on the inside of the 24, which is going to be Josh Eller tonight. Here Here we go. Pace cars off the track. We're about to go back green flag racing for the Euro Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120. Green flag. Ronnie Lane with that decent jump. McCabe fighting off Harris on the inside. 24-74. Josh Eller and Simmons also battling it out. Looks like the number 7 of Harris is catching up to the 87 of Lane. It's going to be right on his bumper right there. They're going to shoot down through this turn. Let's see who's going to make it. Beautifully done. Looks like the one up into the wall a little bit of Justin Openchowski. Harrison at 87 still battling it out. Looks like Harris just edges out with the slide job on the 87. Harris, a really fast driver. You're going to have to watch out for him tonight. Like we said, anybody from stage 1 and 2 will go through, and anybody at the end of the open 1, 2, and 3 will go through. Let's go ahead and check out a couple other battles out on the track right now. '19 in the 05, trying to get it together. 19 on the inside of the 05. Hunter Burtmeyer trying to chase down the 19 at the moment. 05 is going to make that pass. He's going to be right up there behind Openchowski. Here we go, some green flag laps here. Looks like a couple of them up into that wall. Shouldn't cause too much problems for them. Looks like these guys are starting to single file out, coming around. Exiting turn 4 looks pretty good for most of these guys. It's hard to go in there 2 or 3 wide, so I want to see what happens. 19 down low, 28 trying to take it away. 19 back up into the high side, trying to chase down that number 5. Double zero of Lynch out there trying to battle out with the 32. Lynch down on the inside of the 32. Let's see if he can make it work here coming into turn 1 and 2. Normally that bottom side is going to allow him to come up in front. And it does. He slides right up in front of the 32. 32 up into the wall hard. 32 of Menchaca. That's going to be Lynch's teammate right there in the regular Cup Series. 27 looking on the inside of the 32 as well. Not sure how much damage that wall hit caused, but we got 2 wide, 3 deep. Wow, these guys are battling so close together. It looks like the 27 is able to edge out the number 32. One up into the wall right there, but it doesn't look like it caused too much. Some really great racing here. We're getting to the point of the first stage in a moment. Oh! The 28 gets loose coming into the turn. Caution's out. Shot Darren Bruce down into the... Looks like into the or Burke, yeah, Darren Bruce into the pits. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened there. That is going to be our stage, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, they have 2 fast repairs tonight. Yeah, he gets into that wall. Not a lot he can do after that. Hitting the 0-0 of Wesley Lynch down into the wall. It looks like down into the inside field. But also gets into the 38 and the 38 into the 27. Oh, the 21 involved. Who is the 21 tonight? That's going to be Jonathan Hammond, I believe. I thought it said Hammond wasn't on the track. That don't look like his name on the back of that car either. We're about to see. Doesn't look like anybody towed out. So everybody should be able to make it back to the pits. I hope they still have that, at least one of those fast repairs. But that is going to be our stage, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Harris taking it home. Let's go ahead and check and see who's already worked on some damage here. Anthony with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Haynes with 1 minute. Evans with 38 seconds. Seawright with 33. Culleton 23. Darren Bruce with 7. And Eller with 2. But that's going to immediately put Harris up into the running. Looks like Harris has dropped back to 3rd for some reason. Maybe I was wrong. I don't think I was wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Harris that took that. Let me just make sure. So we got the number 35 of McCabe up in the booth. McCabe, how we doing, buddy?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good, good. Did you win that stage?
I did not. I believe
Harris
did, but
That's
I
what I
believe he's
thought.
also in the. He's already in it, I believe. So whoever was P2.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Thank you, man. You guys are about to go back green flag. I don't want to hold you up too much. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yes, sir. Figure out where you were, where I pulled you from.
IT out.
IT and out. Awesome, awesome.
Yep.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so it will go to the second driver. Whatever driver isn't automatically in, that's the driver that it will go to. I can actually take a look. Green flag is back out, ladies and gentlemen. McCabe, Harris, Cochran gonna battle it out here. So it does look like McCabe is gonna be the person to get in for that last one. And that is another caution right there. Quite a few cautions coming out. That involved a few drivers, Culleton included. Oh man. Let's see if we can go back and catch what happened. Looks like it's a little further up the field with the 19. Abba Saeed. No? Could be wrong. I am definitely wrong. Said these guys crashed, but I don't see it. Shane Cochran gets tapped from the backside, unfortunately. Man, I am having trouble finding that last one. Either way, a lot of vehicles involved in that. Let's see. Let's go check out Hughes, see what happened with Jacob Hughes. Oh, wow. There, we get a little bit of a better view. Let's see if we can figure out number 24 of Eller. Might be able to get a better one from there. Number 19 trying to check up for the car down low, it looks like. A little bit of an overcorrection on his part. I can't really tell who that is, because his number isn't matching up with his car. A lot of drivers involved into that last one. That is going to be our third THDesign caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, these guys are going to want to calm down. They only got so many laps in each one of these stages. You want to make it through this to make the feature. Cannot believe these guys put my face on the back of their cars. The 1, the 13, it looks like a couple others. All those JWRs have my face on the back of them. Here we go. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Harris, McCabe, Openchowski, Cochran, and Birkmeyer in your top 5. All amazing drivers. Let's see who's got it. Harris with a huge margin on that restart right there, and we have another caution out. What is going on out there? Looks like Abu Saeed involved in that. I am sure he's going to be running out of fast repairs. Up into the wall. Looks like he got tapped from the backside by Dustin Haynes. Oh, and that is a direct wall hit. That is definitely going to be a blown engine. Haynes involved. Doesn't look like Haynes took any damage, though. And the 05 coming in the back. Kiernan of Haynes in that accident. Looks like Haynes and Abu Saeed jumped to the pits. Not good for those drivers. A couple others down into the pits right now. Abu Saeed, Haynes, Hughes, and Barrow all into the pits. Barrow already up into the feature. Fourth THDesign caution of the night, 28 laps in. We're going to have less than 10 laps before the next stage. We do have a special guest up in the booth. I'm not sure if he has his headset on, but it's going to be Jacob Malone, the number 60, the regular season champion for the Cup Series. How we doing?
I'm doing great, man. How's your day going so far?
Well, we're having some trouble out there right now, but these guys are going to get it together and they're going to show us a great end of this race. They got about 30 laps to go. Going to be less than 10 laps for the next stage to see who's going to have an entry into the feature race. But it does look like Harris has been dominating this race up front. He is already keyed in, so it's going to be a driver that's going to be behind him. But we're going to see what's going to happen here in the last 30 laps.
You know, I'm watching the race currently. My opinion, personal opinion, is it's going to be between Cochran and McCabe to get that last spot. Those two have really looked fast tonight, so I'm looking at those two.
Yeah, you're not wrong. McCabe definitely has been up front and doing a great job. Cochran right there as well. Cochran, our very own GEC Ninja. Let's see if he's going to make his way up to the front. I think he's definitely going to at least be in the top 3 for the feature entry. So super excited to see what happens.
Man, I need a nickname, dude.
I got you.
I need one, bro. I think I've won enough races already. But no, I'm excited to see where this will lead. Of course, it's getting in the night, so night races at Charlotte always are fun to watch. It gets down nice and dirty, but a lot of speed is shown.
As that track cools down, we know it could have adverse effects as well as good effects. Fresh tires are going to be a lot more slick in that cold weather, but once they warm up, they're going to have a lot of grip compared to being as hot as it was earlier today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's see who can adapt the best.
Well, it does look like we do have another new front runner out there right now with Harris. That's going to be Justin Openchowski in that number 1. Harris in the number 7. It looks like McCabe, Cochran, and Birkmeyer are going to lead out our top 5. Let's see who's had.
Interesting.
Let's see who's had the fastest 5 laps so far. Looks like Josh Eller with a 30.18, Harris with a 30.19, McCabe 30.26, Bruce 30.27, and Ronnie Lane with a 30.33. Here we go.
Get dicey.
Pace cars off the track. Green flag. Harris with another nice jump right there. The 19 coming out of the pits right now. He's going to have to catch up to these guys. He's going to be a lap down. Number 1 of Openchowski trying to chase down our leader at the moment. We only got 9 laps until this next stage.
Harris just has such a better center quarter than everyone else, especially in 3 and 4. He rolls it so well.
Oh, I agree. Looking really good out there. And we have another caution. You've got to be kidding me. Looks like Sellers involved into that one. These guys are not going to make it out alive out of this open. If they don't make the slots, they don't get into the feature, unfortunately. The feature will only involve the people that are in the list. The 2 drivers that actually won the first 2 stages, and the 3 that won the actual podium for the All-Star Open.
They're like teammates.
It looks
a
like
little error there.
Yeah, it looks like the number 1 up into the wall super hard there. That's going to be the other number 1. Looks like Sellers. He has a number 1 on his truck, but I see him as the number 12. That was a hard hit up into that outside wall.
All right, man. Well, good luck with this announcing stuff. I'm going to head out here. It was fun talking to you for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you coming up, and we'll hopefully see you out there in the feature.
Yeah, we'll see the main. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir. Looks like that number 7 is going to be coming down into the pits. That's going to be our 5th caution. Oh, number 7 tricks the 35 down in there. I'm pretty sure I probably would have pitted anyway at this point. 34 laps to go. We're going to have less than 5 to go for the second stage. Pretty much almost the same top 5 as we went in with last time. Harris, Openchowski, Birkmeyer, Cochran, and Menchaca has now joined the top 5. Looks like we got a bunch of cars in the pits. McCabe, Kahn, Culleton, Elzy, Sellers, Haynes, Abasaid, Lynch, Hughes, and Barrow. All in there.
And I'm here to do race control and join you in the booth, buddy.
Yes, sir, Sellers. We seen that hard hit on the outside wall, man. Nothing you could really do, but it just so hard out there.
The car in front of me turned, and then I didn't have enough time to turn for the wall. It's kind of one of the unfortunate spots of being up there at the top with traffic all around you. It's kind of monkey see, monkey do, and I did not do what the monkey in front of me did.
Well, it's really unfortunate to see you out of the race already, but hey, at least you get to come up here and talk with me for a little bit. Looks like we've just been having trouble all around getting green flag runs in. We're going to have less than 5 laps to go coming into this second stage, or the end of this second stage. I'm hoping we're going to be able to get some green flag runs here.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully. And as far as stage caution goes, we are throwing that at 40.
That will be at 40, yes, that's correct.
Copy.
Well, I mean, the turn of 41, but yeah.
Turn on race control radio.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I told Barrow I'd take over.
Whoa.
We had a lot of issues with phantom black flags all over the fit place. People couldn't get around the track. Wrecked cars causing black flags.
I lost connection, sir.
So we were pulling double duty in the car.
Can you hear me?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, but I just I'm losing connection
Where?
here. Man, I swore I fixed this problem before the start of this race. Here we go, pace car off the track.
Come back to green, double file and restart.
Harris and Openchowski going to start us off again. Harris with a huge jump right there. Openchowski going to have to battle it out with the number 20, Berkmeyer. Cochran right there in fourth, trying to chase those guys down. Man.
13 and the Jamie Griffin Mobile to the inside of the 24 in the back of the field.
Lost the whole field again, dude.
Going down low. He's going down low.
It's going to kick me out of the race.
God, why do these cars sound like weed eaters?
Not sure, man.
Are you good, Jamie?
Yeah, I think so. Still losing a little bit of packets there. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me go ahead and check the stream. Yeah, we're definitely buffering pretty good. My apologies, everyone. We're trying to fix it in the moment. Harris up into the wall, into the 28.
Yep. No caution yet.
Harris turns across the nose of Shane Cochran in that number 86. Cochran involved into a huge accident. Let's go take a look. Yeah, Harris just comes down across the nose of two cars. Simmons in the 86. They both get collected by the 31. Trying to maintain it across the nose of Cochran again. Man, that's a lot of damage out there. I don't know if Cochran... I hope Cochran didn't have... Yep, Cochran had to jump to the pits. Oh, he is not going to be happy with me. I don't know why we were making wild moves like that. But that is going to be our stage right there, ladies and gentlemen. Openchowski is the winner of that stage.
Okay. So that was stage caution.
Yeah, definitely stage caution. That's going to be our 6th caution within 40 laps, man. They're not giving out a lot of confidence that they're going to be able to complete this whole thing.
Look at Kyle Simmons. His hood is just in the air.
Yeah, I seen that. It was bouncing across the track a minute ago.
Unfortunate night for Kyle Simmons trying to race into the All-Star race feature.
Well, not only that, Cochran as well. Cochran was looking great to be up into the top 3 tonight, but unfortunately, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it back out there in time. It's definitely probably going to be a lap down. But the way this is going...
Did we determine who's locked in?
I'm sure we have. I don't have the list in front of me, though.
Okay, here's where the caution's gonna be. Is Hunter Berkmeyer locked in? I need to look this list. Sorry, everybody, you get the front row seat to us figuring this out real quick. What was the announcement posted? It's not a truck announcement. General announcements? Yes.
Yeah, you were showing the number 1 on your car, but you're the number 12 out there.
Yeah, because I was supposed to have the number 1, but it got taken away from me.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Obenchowski took that.
To me, I'm seeing... Is it Openchowski that got first there?
It was, yeah.
And he's not locked in.
No, so he's definitely in. McCabe took the one before that as well.
Openchowski, you are locked into the feature.
Looks like Cochran having an issue. I don't think he's coming back out on the track.
I'm going to pop down, let Openchowski know.
Cochran did not have a fast repair. We're probably going to have a discussion if we're going to let everybody wind up racing the feature, but only the people that were locked in to win money. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. I definitely don't I don't want, what I don't want is only like 10 drivers being in the feature, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd say we're taking the top 3 to be to race for money. And then we'll take the next 7 to 10 finishers race as a car in the field. Kind of treat it like a championship style race.
The green flag is back out. The 52 with a rough start there, almost making contact. Another car goes down the track. It looks like we're about to have another caution here. We are staying green for the moment.
He kept it straight on the back stretch.
Yeah,
Did
but
not cause any further contact.
it looks like there it goes.
Oh, there it is.
Oh man.
You know, Kyle Simmons is just screaming right now.
Him?
After that wreck avoidance he had, he shot a gap perfectly.
Looks like Berkmeyer now jumps to the pits. Go ahead and take a look. The number 28 gets sideways on those fresh tires. Like I told everybody, once it gets cooler on those fresh tires, it immediately makes you loose on entry. He brings it back, or exit, it brings it back down on the track. It looks like there was a checkup between the 27 and the 93. Wow. I know these guys can do better than this. We had a quick green flag stint, and then it was over after that. Surprised Cochran was able to make it back out. It looks like he doesn't have any damage on that car. But if he had a fast repair, why was he sitting in the pits so long? Looks like we have a new top 5. Campbell, Lane, Culleton, Eller, and Kiernan all in the top 5 right now. The only people going to be advancing are going to be 1, 2, and 3.
It's running around here. It's always with these exhibition races, man. It feels like I'm the busiest.
I just don't get it.
Difficult car, difficult track. It's a pretty rough combination.
Someone tell these fellas to hurry up. I want to race.
I know, man. I know. We're working on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Malone, the man who was locked up the Cup Series championship before the playoffs started.
That was the regular season. I'll fumble in the playoffs, bro. It's the
I don't
playoffs.
think so.
They're scary.
Now the playoffs are definitely going to be a whole nother monster than the regular season, and your points get reset.
I mean,
I think you'll have a little under, or little over, maybe a little under a whole race worth of points, but it only takes one bad race.
We did the math. As long as you finish 15th or better in every race, you should be okay.
That can't be true.
Points.
That
And it keeps going in
If
and out
you
on
can
me.
use your bumper, good.
Well, I just want to be nice to people, so that's why I don't like Martin. So
I'm convinced there's not a clean race car on this track right now.
Well, it looks like Chris Campbell is out there out front. He's going to be racing against Ronnie Lane. Lane putting down good speed in the beginning. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
the stream froze.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on, dude.
It's just my aura.
I'm getting quite
Caution
upset
back out.
about it.
Looks like the 18 and John Anton, the number 42, involved in a wreck at turn 1 and 2. Actually, started ahead of him. With the 87 of Ronnie Lane and the 93 of Reggie Evans.
Yeah, the 05 and the 93 get into each other. It's going to be some pretty bad damage right there on both vehicles. 93 down low. Touches that bottom line, gets loose. It's going to involve some other cars there. I'm sort of sick of looking at cautions, I'm not going to lie.
I bet.
Jonas Seawright, piloting the number 213 car tonight, with Jamie Griffin on the back, is running 6th. Wouldn't that be something if we get a Jamie car into the All-Star race feature tonight?
Well,
Someone give me a paint scheme. I'll run it and put it in victory lane.
I'll give you one.
They're the ones that are producing these things. Took an awful
I'm
picture, too.
I'm running a beautiful 63 paint scheme. Got a little pink on it.
That'll be
And I
nice.
like pink.
Well, why don't we put a little Jesse Pinkman on the back and put Jamie
Jesus.
Griffin's face
Well,
right there.
it's not my scheme, so I kind of just found it. See, sellers, if you can look at the moment.
Yep.
It'll look good under the lights.
Now I see why Barrow added 2 fast repairs tonight.
Dude, no kidding. I wish there was more. I wish there was more. Otherwise,
I could literally run better off of my cell phone's Wi-Fi. I mean, this is a joke right now. A complete joke.
Who's your provider?
Spectrum, gig up.
Oh.
Absolutely atrocious.
Yeah. If you're really rich, get Xfinity. If you're not really rich,
I can't get anybody
It's
but
about-
Spectrum. They have a monopoly in this area.
Really?
Yeah.
That,
Oh.
that's how I am.
Protest.
Well, I live out in the country. Spectrum finally put in fiber optic where I live. Have to go through them, otherwise it's all antenna radio.
I'm a proper white boy. I live in the suburbs, so I got, you know.
A proper
Horizon.
white boy lives out in the country and drives a John Deere tractor.
Well,
let
I'm
me tell
talking
you
about
what.
the new generation, okay? The new generation, bunch of soft hands,
Man, I
silly
bet you-
billies.
I bet you ride a fucking. Sorry, Jamie.
Oh, you're good.
What do I ride? What do I ride?
A ninja.
No. Oh.
Oh yeah.
No.
Do you
I
even
don't.
ride a bike?
No, I don't.
Oh.
My parents won't let me, so I wouldn't. I mean, to be fair, I live in Florida, so that'll give you an idea of why I don't.
Yeah, Florida Highway Patrol, man.
Also rain of doom. So
Oh.
yeah, no, I got a car. I like my car.
It's
No, Mazda 3.
that's even whiter. Well, that's like the white girl car.
It's such a good car though. I'm not lying. It handles so well. We
All
love
right, here we
Mazda.
go. Bump back to green. They're already bumping under the restart.
Yeah, and I'm blinking out again already.
Share screen sellers. How many overtimes did you give him?
Not enough.
I have no idea, but they're probably going to use all of them.
Let it end under yellow. Call it for rain.
Wow. We're having a bad race and a bad broadcast. That's amazing. It's never been this bad. I don't understand. I really, for real, don't
Double
get it.
homicide.
Dude, I don't know why these cars sound like pissed off weed eaters. Did they
Yeah, a little
update
bit.
the sound of this car? And David Colton's turned around by the 19 in the backstretch.
Caution hasn't came out. Thank God.
Keep her green. Keep her green.
I do apologize for the quality of the broadcast, everybody. We will be trying to fix it before the feature.
We still love you. Don't worry.
I try my best. Only about 5 laps to go here. Chris Campbell up front with Eller chasing him down. Khan in 3rd place, Kiernan in 4th, and McCabe in 5th.
McCabe coming, bro.
A little bit of bumping going on back there in the back. Culleton into the pits. 05 getting loose. Touching the bottom of the track there. Good job on the 32 of avoiding that Menchaca. $13 up into the wall.
Kyle Simmons trying to put together a late race surge as he sees the car in front of him that he needs to get past to lock himself in. But
Oh, he hit that
there.
wall.
The nerves
Kyle
are getting
Simmons
to him.
looking inside.
And caution is out.
Oh. Well, this is about to get absolutely insane.
19 into the 13 of C-Right right there. C-Right down into the inside wall, causing a bunch of damage to that number 13. Well, in a 60-lap race, we've already had 9 cautions. That is incredible.
That's impressive. Like that takes some skill to do.
A full 120 lap race
At Charlotte? Yeah, that's hard to do, man.
with the Xfinity car. It's pretty easy.
Well, it looks like we are going to wind up using one of those green-white checkers.
We have 3 of them tonight, by the way. Hold on.
You think anyone's gonna do the bump and run to win the race at Charlotte?
It is possible.
Think Campbell's gonna run away with it, or there's gonna be a little bit of a battle for the win? Someone needs to put up a fight.
Yeah, I think there definitely is going to be a battle, but is it just going to be a restart battle for 1 or 2 laps? Probably. I'm hoping we finish this under green.
No more overtimes, please.
Yeah, I'd like to get
Malone
to the feature
over here is
before
like,
10.
I just want to go wreck people, or not wreck people, beat people.
Yeah, I just
My
want to
bad.
go race, bro. Get me in a car. Let me go. I got my wheel already in front of me. I'm like messing with the shifters, man. Just let me go. I want to go fast.
We can hear the clicking.
Here's some ASMR for the viewers out there.
Beautiful.
Those are magnetic shifters, man. Who doesn't love those?
Yeah, I got some of those on my Fanatec.
Yeah, I have the same wheel as you.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do.
I got magnetic shifters on my Turtle Beach wheel. It's pretty nice.
Nice.
Hey, say what you want. It's a good wheel. 8 Newton meters of force feedback.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah, it
I didn't know
does.
that- I
It's
didn't know
got
that.
it's got a built-up live HUD, so it gives me the car's telemetry on the HUD of the steering wheel, so I can clean up my screen. So I can see my RPMs. I can see everything on the steering wheel.
What do you guys recommend for Moe's?
For
Morning
Mo-
food. Moe's.
Moe's in the morning?
Yeah. It's 9 p.m.
I was about to say. Well, you said morning food, didn't you?
Oh no. Moe's. Like the
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah, the restaurant. Yeah.
I just get the bowl every single time.
I'm more of a Freebirds person.
You guys are boring.
Never heard of that.
You ever heard of Freebirds?
No.
I'm just tell
1,000
my
times
mom,
better than Chipotle. If you like burritos, Freebirds is the place to go.
I get like steak quesadillas with like sauce and stuff.
Here we go, guys.
Here we go, boys. Back
Pace
to
cars
green.
off. They're already bumping. Green flag.
What? Copy, black clear.
Sellers, you're gonna be kind to me from the admin point.
I'm gonna give you a 40-second hold just for that.
I think I could recover.
Looks
I
like
bet you could. Honestly, I'd double the pot if you could.
Actually, give me a tail end start. I just want to see if I can drive through the field. It'll be
The longest
interesting.
line.
Longest line to start the race.
looks like the
got another
13 of
guest.
Khan is
Last
falling
lap,
back.
we've taken the white. Darren Bruce leads. William Campbell behind him. Josh Eller in third. Potentially getting ready to lock himself in. Jason McCabe looking to make the pass. He's going to try to get to his bumper. He's not going to get there in time.
And that's it. We did complete it under a green flag. Darren Bruce, Campbell, Eller, McCabe, and Kiernan for your top 5. It looks like Campbell, Eller, and Kiernan are going to make it into the heat. Or the feature. My bad.
We had 15 of 30 cars finish on flat.
So let's see. It's going to be Chris Campbell, Josh Eller, and Lee Kiernan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Hopefully with some driver interviews. All right, we are back with a couple driver interviews before we go ahead and get started with the actual feature. We'll go ahead and get out of the actual race so we can join the next one. Man, my SDK has been messing up all night. Broadcast has been messing up, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and get this done. We'll go ahead and start with McCabe. McCabe, looks like you were the first stage winner of the first stage, so that does set you up to be able to join the feature. How was it out there, man?
It was really fun. These Xfinity cars are way different than the Cup cars, and it's just so much more fun to drive. And wasn't even gonna run this race, to be honest with you, and I had just hopped in practice to see how it felt, and it felt good. So I'm glad I stuck it out and had some fun.
Well, it looked good out there for you. You were definitely up towards the front, getting some good restarts. I know you had a couple battles with Harris, the number 7. Just really amazing job coming out on that first stage, man. Congratulations for making it to the feature.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, man. All right. These are going to be just quick interviews so we can get to the feature. We got a couple things to do before we get there, but we'll go ahead and move on to Justin Openchowski. Openchowski making it to the feature with his second stage win, or the stage win for the second stage. Congratulations, Openchowski. How was it out there tonight?
It was good. I definitely wish I could have done it a little bit cleaner, but it was definitely a do or die situation for me, and we drove that Buffalo Wild Wings car to the stage win.
No, you did a good job out there. I don't remember seeing you in very many incidents, if any, out there. So good job keeping it out of the mess that was a few of the cautions. We actually had, I think, 8 cautions altogether for a 60 lap race. I mean, it was painful. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like you guys just weren't enjoying it. I just, for me myself, I tried to make sure that we were doing a good job, but even the broadcast was having issues. But congratulations and just making it through all that.
Yeah, glad to be here and ready to see how we do in the final feature.
Absolutely, man. We look forward to it. We'll go ahead and move on to our next, which would be our one of our top finishers here, Chris Campbell, coming out. One of the top 3 that weren't already locked in. Campbell, congratulations making it to the feature, man. How does it feel?
Oh my God, it's awesome. I haven't done, excuse the expression, shit all season. I've been wrecked all year. And I'll tell you what, I finished second, but I'm counting it as a win because the guy that won it's already locked into the All-Star race. But either way, that was fun. It was hectic. I didn't like it halfway through, but decided to stay out on old tires, and it worked out good. So
Well,
we're All-Star racing, baby.
You did a great job, man. Definitely made an effort there towards the end in the 3rd stage. I do appreciate you coming out, and we will definitely see you out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll move on to our next, Josh Eller. Eller making it into the feature, being one of the top 3 non-locked in drivers. Eller, congratulations for making it to the feature. How was it out there, buddy?
I appreciate it. It was pretty tough. I don't ever drive the Xfinity cars, and it was definitely a challenge. And the worst part is I was out in town, so I didn't make it here until like 7:30.
Hold up. There we go. We'll go ahead and move on to our next driver. It looks like we have Kiernan. Kiernan making it through all the mess and coming out into the top 5. You were able to clutch a spot into the feature, man. How does it feel?
Man, what a blast. It was really awesome driving with everyone out there tonight. McCabe and I had a great tussle. I forgot McCabe had won the first stage, so I thought he had won that final transfer spot. But man, it was awesome racing with him and all of these Cup guys. So had a great time. Really, really slippery, but a lot of fun.
Well, good job on making it through everything, man. You guys did the best you could out there, and it looks like you came out on top for the feature, man. Can't wait to see you out and see what you can do.
Yep, thanks for putting it on.
Absolutely. Well, we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with our feature for the GEC eNASCAR. This is going to be the I'm a Charlotte All-Star 120. Thank you so much, and we'll see you back out on the track in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the GEC All-Star feature. This is going to be a lot of fun. You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120. This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. Top three drivers will get payouts for this. This is the culmination of the All-Star race. Sorry again for the broadcast on the open. I seem to have fixed the issue, so we shouldn't have any problems with connection on this one, but we can only hope for the best. But here we go. It looks like we got a couple top times right now. Not surprising, Jacob Malone sitting at the top with a 29.93. Logan Wilson right behind him with a 30.10, and Justin Harris with a 30.14. Leading out our top 5 right now for the practice is going to be Lynch and Darren Bruce. A couple drivers that had some issues out there in the open, unfortunately. But let's see if they're going to be able to take care of business out here. It does look like the practice is now over. We're going to go ahead and jump into the qualifying part of the feature. The feature will be a solid 80 laps, no stages, so whoever takes it home. No restarts. I'm hoping that we don't have too many cautions in this one. I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be able to keep it together and give us a hell of a show. But as we get to qualifying, let's see who can actually take it home. As we get out, we're checking out Hunter Birkmeyer first in that Perry the Platypus car. That thing is awesome. I love that car. Looking so good. Looks like he's representing the M&M. Let's see who can put down these first laps. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at the race itself. Looks like 80 degrees. Ambient temperature 34 degrees, 34% moisture, cloudy with 1 mile-an-hour wind, a little bit less than the open. Race distance is going to be 80 laps, which is 120 miles. Looks like the track temperature right now is going to be 83 degrees. Not too much worse than the open, but we will definitely see how that plays out here at Charlotte tonight. As we get further into the night, we're going to see that temperature come down a little bit. But it looks like we got the number 1 of Openchowski and the number 4 of Barrow putting down some laps. It looks like Malone out there puts down the first fastest lap of 30.24, but he just laid down his hot lap, 29.95. We're going to start to see these guys pull off the track here. But we still got a lot of drivers out there. 29.95 for Malone. He's going to be off the track. Logan Wilson still trying to push out a hot lap here. Let's see. He is going to be done now. So it looks like Malone, Wilson, Bruce, Gallman, and Barrow for our fastest times for the top 5. McCabe now pushing his way in. Wesley Lynch now in the top 5 as well. As we take a look at Harris, he just crossed his last lap for qualifying. Unfortunate incident with him on the last race for the Open involving 2 or 3 other cars, including Shane Cochran. So it looks like our top 10, Malone, Wilson, Lynch, McCabe, Harris, Bruce, Gallman, Barrow, and Birkmeyer, all in the top 10. These are some of the best drivers in GEC. Hopefully these guys have the skill to keep it together out there, but we will definitely see what happens here in this feature. Like I said, 80 laps, and these guys are just strictly racing for glory and maybe a little bit of cash at the end, because we are going to pay out the top 3, as I said before. We got a couple guests up in the booth for the All-Star race. Our normal broadcaster for the Truck Series, Shane Cochran, and his dad are up here. Shane's dad, Cochran, how we doing?
Well, we didn't survive the open, but we're here. We're ready to watch the feature, see what these boys can do.
Well, do you have a pick tonight, Cochran?
I mean, I'm picking Malone. I don't know how you can pick anybody else with the stats he's got this season, right?
Yeah, that's sort of like a cheat code pick, man.
I mean, he's the one to beat. I want to see someone beat him, and maybe picking him and giving him the booth curse is the best way to do it. But
all right, fair enough.
I mean, it looks like he's going to be starting out front if qualifying stays the way it is. So he's going to be the driver to beat starting right from the beginning.
All right, Shane's dad, how we doing tonight?
Good.
Awesome.
But
hey, we'll get there. We'll get there next week. I'm sure of it. You got a pick for tonight? All right, looks like these guys are done qualifying. As always, we're going to go ahead and kick it off with our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back after the national anthem, and we'll see you back out on the track here at Charlotte for the You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at GEC NASCAR THDesigns All-Star Race. Let's go ahead and take a look. These drivers are getting started here. We're going to go ahead and go through our scrolling grid. Row 1 is Malone and Wilson. Row 2 will be Lynch and McCabe. Looks like row 3 will be Harrison Bruce. Row 4, Eller and Gallman. Row 5, Barrow and Birkmeyer. Row 6, Lane and Kiernan. Row 7, Openchowski and Hughes. Row 8, Boyd and Haynes. Row 9 will be Hammond and Campbell. Row 10, Marion and Archuleta. And that looks like it's going to be it. Those last two drivers are not actually going to be on the track.
So have we done our picks for the evening yet?
Culleton, thank you for joining us, buddy. We actually have, but after this restart, we'll go ahead and get yours. How's that? Here we go. Green flags out. 63-76 going to battle it out. Malone and Wilson. Two extremely fast drivers. A lot of talent tonight. Great restart right there. Wilson trying to keep up. Looks like crossed over by the 63 of Malone. He's going to go down on the inside of Malone right here. Let's see if he's able to take it. Oh, he gets sideways up into the wall. He's going to hold it onto the wall. That really cost a caution? No. No. No way. Let me go back and look. It looks like Campbell was involved in something right there.
Yeah, 52 with heavy damage. I think
That was a lucky break for Lynch. He dropped back on the start there, and I think that saved him a few spots.
Well, it looks like the 52 up into the wall, making contact with the 51 and the 21. Marion, Campbell, and Archuleta all involved in that. Heavy, you're right, heavy damage on that inside wall. Wow. Really unfortunate start for Campbell there. He's going to have a couple fast repairs. I wonder if he was able to get that car back up and running. It doesn't look like he towed out. No, he definitely didn't tow out, so he's going to make it back down into pit lane. These guys do have two fast repairs. Really excited because normally I broadcast cup races. Cochran broadcasts in the truck races. We've never actually been in a broadcast together. This is exciting.
I mean, the last one I can remember is last year's All-Star race, because I think you had a wreck out early and I was broadcasting. You joined us. That was pretty, and I remember that being a great finish too.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. I do remember that. So okay, our second one, but still, we don't get to do it often. It's great to have you up here, man. It really is, and glad we have your dad here too. Culleton, glad you could join us, man. Let's go over and see Culleton's pick. Culleton, who you got for tonight, buddy?
Man, I think Lynch is going to take it. He's too good. I'd look for him to make a two-tire stop late if the situation presents itself, and he may just run away with it.
Well, and I see that Wilson was given a little bit of competition to the 63 before he actually got into the wall. Good pick for you, absolutely. It does give Lynch a little bit more of a chance. He's in the top 5 right now, so we do expect him to see him at least in the top 3. For me, I'm going to have to go with McCabe. After seeing what I seen in the Open, I think McCabe definitely has a great chance to be up there. But again, I think we're going to be betting on Malone having some issues if any of our picks are going to win. But again, you never know.
Well, you do remember that two-tire stop Lynch made a while back, and he just took off. It's like he stole Ray Abraham's playbook.
Well, 2 tires on Charlotte isn't too terrible, especially with the track being as cool as it is. I'm thinking that could be advantageous just because you have a couple warm tires to be able to make it around the first few laps. But how long are they going to be able to hold on with those 2 tires versus 4 tires after the 4 tires heat up? And that's going to be the serious question of a 2-tire stop here tonight.
Another interesting one to watch will be Barrow. I expect him to charge forward at some point.
Well, Barrow put down definitely some good practice laps. Barrow's pretty experienced on Charlotte. I imagine he is definitely going to be up towards the front. Right now, he is sitting in 7th, so we'll definitely, or 8th. So we'll see what happens.
Something about those double dog legs that he just gets around that front stretch pretty damn good.
He's got a pretty incredible paint scheme on there tonight. It's like a checkered plaid I don't
That-
even know how to describe it.
That's actually the old paint scheme from his old team with Eric White.
I like that one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Malone with a great jump right there. Looks like this 35 and the 27 are trying to battle it out. 27 just edging out the 35 right there. McCabe. Harrison coming up the inside of the 35 as well.
52 wrecking in the back.
Chris Campbell having another issue, unfortunately. Let's go back and
Wilson involved.
see if we can take a look and see what happened.
Main Street.
No, it looks like he just jerked it on accident.
In the infield.
Man, barely tapped him. Barely tapped Wilson. Wilson just kept it moving.
And we've got 3 more cars now down through the front stretch grass. Barrow's one of them.
I seen that.
Opachowski the other.
Looks like the number 1 of Opachowski, Barrow, and the 69. Who's in that 69 car? Josh Eller. Eller down into the pit lane. Opachowski and Barrow not
3 wide and couldn't make it fit.
Well, that's not going to bring out the caution, guys. Eller jumping to the pits. He must have hit that inside wall in the pit lane pretty hard. That's going to give the advantage to Malone, but Darren Bruce is going to be right there in that 27. He's going to be catching up. .27 is trying to fight off Justin Harris. How much longer is he going to be able to do it? Harris matching lane for lane. Trying to get on the inside right there. Not able to get it done. Really unfortunate for Eller. He should have had a fast repair, but towing out is going to cost him a little bit of time. He is coming back out now, it looks like.
Bruce and Harris putting a move on below.
Yeah, they're going to be running down low. Malone running up high. Malone's going to have that better exit. He's going to have the run on him. They're not able to get it done right there, but those drivers are close, close, close. Like we've seen Harris with some issues running into Cochran on the last race. Hopefully he's able to get up there and keep it clean.
And Malone made a really smart move there, taking the line away from him. Took that air off their nose.
Well, he's a very smart driver. He definitely knows what he's doing. If these guys keep battling like they're battling, he's going to just start walking away. But at the meantime, it looks like the 7 is edging out the 27. Darren Bruce going to fall into third while the number 7 jumps into second.
Oh, we got another wreck. 6 and 12 down through the grass on the front stretch.
Looks like Gallman involved as well.
Yeah, it's Hughes and
Gallman. I'm not used to Gallman being in the number 12. But it looks like
staying green again.
Looks like the 14 taps the 6. 6 goes around. 12 and 6. Oh, 6 going into the pit wall lane, or the pit lane wall. They're able to keep it together. We're still green here. Six making it back up onto the track. He's got a bunch of damage on the front of that car. Who's in that number 6? Looks like Jacob Hughes. Hughes, Opachowski, and Eller all a lap down right now.
All the paint schemes and numbers are not where they're supposed to be.
I know,
Like,
it's
a
just-
mixture of the two leagues.
It's just throwing me off. Still a crazy good battle up front with Malone, Harris, and Bruce, man. They're doing a great job, but they need to be careful because McCabe is coming up the back. At number 6, just trying to put something together to get back up there. He's hoping for that caution so he can come in and get that damage fixed. Everybody gets 2 fast repairs tonight, but 80 straight laps. So if these guys keep it separated like they are, I don't know if we're going to see that. We might actually get a green flag stop here, boys.
Do we go full fuel?
We did go full fuel, yeah.
All right. Well, that means it's about a 60 lap tank. So we're gonna have to go a lot longer.
Is
before we get
it
a
60?
green flag stop. That was what my calculation said. It's like 58 to 62.
Well, and obviously, you know, being Charlotte, the tires are going to fall off quite a bit. Do we actually think they're going to run it to 60? I don't think they will. I think they're going to run it around 30, maybe a little more or a little less.
I'm sure it'll be spread out.
Well, as hard as Bruce is running, he's going to have to get tires at some point. He just drove it way in on the 7 to get that position.
Yeah, he did steal that second place back from Harris. They're still right on the bumper of Malone, man.
I mean, we've seen this a couple times where Malone kind of lets drivers get to his bumper and then gasses it up to stay just in front of them. You gotta wonder if he's kind of playing with them a little bit there to make them burn up their tires, get side by side, and then pull back away. But we've seen a lot of raw speed out of Bruce as well. I think he won his first GEC race last season at Richmond.
Well, either you've walked home with a trophy or you've walked home with a win this season. Other than the people that made it, the 5 people that made it in from the Open, everybody else out here is going to be a previous winner or a previous champion. So we expect to see a lot of skill coming out of these guys tonight.
Right up front, we might see a lead change here before long. Looks like Bruce is starting to get a run on Malone.
Well, and as many problems as we had in the Open, everybody went out there and tried their best, I'm sure. And, you know, being a mix-up of both series, it's difficult to get out here and race with drivers that you've never raced before. As we see out here now, we got a couple cup and truck drivers up towards the front.
He's going for it. Bruce to the bottom.
Bruce edging out Malone there for a second, taking the first spot, but he can't. Let's see if he can hang on to it. They're going to be coming up to some lack traffic here. And there goes Bruce in front of Malone. Malone is now in second. Bruce taking that first spot away. Looks like he's going to lead the first lap for tonight. Wow. Exciting, guys. I'm not going to lie. Pretty exciting.
There he goes.
But did he burn up those tires? I don't think he did, man. He's wrapping that bottom pretty well.
Yeah, it might actually be the 7 car that burned up his tires. He was right there in that battle for a couple laps and is drifting back.
Yeah, he's going to have a problem with McCabe. McCabe in that 35 is now catching up. He's looking to take that 3rd spot away from Harris.
Keep an eye on that 00. He's just kind of lingering, watching.
Yeah, Lynch is always going to be a problem for a front runner. I mean, no matter what, he's definitely a fast driver. He almost won, I think it was last season. I mean, just doing a great job out there tonight. They're all doing a great job. We've got a bunch of green flag laps already under our belt. We're 22 laps into an 80-lap race. 7 up into the wall pretty hard coming out of turn 4. That's going to give McCabe the advantage. McCabe looking down low. Lynch as well. Lynch is going to be on the back side of the 7. Harris just starting to fall back. Side by side with the 35 coming out of 1 and 2.
No, I mean, something we got to remember about this race is there's no stage race. It's just straight race all the way through. So everybody's game plan has changed compared to what they would normally do in a race with stage breaks. Who's just saving their stuff, just trying to stay as close as they can to the front. Who's running out and seeing if they can just gap. I mean, it's a different situation than what we're used to watching.
Well, it looks like Darren Bruce is starting to edge out Malone a little bit right there. He's got about 0.5 on Malone at this time. And maybe Charlotte's just his track. He's doing great. There we go. Lynch is going to be on the outside of the 35. They're still looking to take that spot from Justin Harris.
We talked about the talent at the front. Just check the stat line. The top 5 drivers have 21 GEC wins between them.
Really?
A lot of wins up front right now.
You said the top 3 drivers have that many wins?
The top 5.
Still, that's a lot. That's a lot of wins.
I have one.
I'm still waiting. Yes, you do, sir. You do. I'm still waiting for somebody to take me out on the most wins for GEC at the moment. I think the person that got the closest was Clue.
Yeah, Clue's 1 short. Malone is within 4.
All right, I'm gonna have to get out there.
11.
I'm gonna have to get out there and park him every single week then. I can't let him do it. I can't.
Yeah. Got a nice tie for 4th in there too. Cochran and Coonan looking good.
Oh, you're how many? What do
8.
you guys got?
We each have 8.
That's not bad, man. You guys are definitely getting there.
Doing our best.
Looks like Bruce is steadily just keeping that lead in front of Marion. Or I mean, I keep doing that. Malone. Oh, the one rides the wall right there. That's going to be Openchowski. Looks like he was just going to try to avoid those guys, but got up into the wall. They're going to be on his inside. They now passed that lap car. Everybody a lap down right now. Logan Wilson, Campbell, Barrow, Openchowski, Hughes, and Eller.
All right, so Malone has gained about 1.5 in the last 3 laps.
Well, Lynch on the move as well, passing the 35. He's up behind the 7. It looks like he's trying to pass the 7 for that spot right now. That'll put him in the top 3.
Yeah, over the last 5 laps, Bruce and Malone are matched down to the 100th of a second.
That's just crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fast for 5 for 5. Chris Campbell actually topping out for the fast 5 for 5 with a 30.95. Hughes with a 31.29. Malone 31.83. Bruce 31.83. And Archuleta up there with a 31.91. Campbell.
Yeah, Hughes and Campbell have both pitted because they were involved in some of those wrecks earlier. So they have about 20 lap pressure tires.
Did you see that? It looks like Malone got real loose on that last turn, just saving it barely. He almost went completely sideways. No joke. That's going to give the advantage to Darren
he's sideways
Bruce.
again. He's got that rear tire heated up.
One of those lap cars are now going to pass him, the number 6 of Jacob Hughes. That's going to give a huge gap for Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce is going to be up now about 1 whole second, 1.2.
I've been expecting Malone to set up for a pit stop, get some tires here anytime now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Definitely after getting that loose, I can see him coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, that car looks like a handful right now. There's Openchowski into the wall. just behind Malone.
Well, as we've seen for the Open, definitely a handful of people snapping out, but most of them were on cold tires. Looks like we got a car pulling down the side of the track right there. Jacob Hughes. Hughes just jumped to the pits. Hughes was doing a good job. Wonder why
that looks like a hardware failure or something. The 00 of Lynch has been really slow and steady. Now he's worked his way back up to third.
Yeah, he got past Harris. Harris up into the wall just now. He's going to give the advantage to McCabe behind him.
Campbell in the wall hard on the backstretch. And not happy on the radio either.
Oh, he is pulling off the track. He's down onto the infield. Let's go back and see what happened there. Oh, yeah, he got smacked by one of those cars.
It was Archuleta.
Yeah, it was definitely Archuleta. Archuleta into the wall a little bit, bouncing off the wall down into Campbell. Campbell now pulling down into the pits, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. I just saw the contact between the 51 and the 52. Yeah, the radio's lit up. They're not happy with each other. I think that's the second or third incident those two cars have had tonight.
Well, it looks like Darren.
Now.
Yeah,
3-second lead.
3. Yeah, I was just about to say that. 3.5. I think Malone's coming in. No? He might have got loose or something again. Wesley Lynch now chasing down Malone. Wesley Lynch is only about 0.7 off Malone. 0.5. Yeah, he's coming in.
Here it comes.
Not the race we would expect from Malone tonight. But that gives the advantage to some of the other drivers to maybe take this one home. Darren Bruce still in first. Wesley Lynch in second.
I mean, that last lap, Malone was sideways all the way through 1 and 2.
No way.
Like he's at drifting nationals or something. I mean, it just shows you once you overheat the tires, the only way to cool them down is to come down the pit road and change them.
Super exciting race so far, guys.
So this will kind of set the tone here on strategy. I think it's a one-stop race by fuel, so then you split the race in half, you get 40 laps on the run. But some of these drivers are coming in a little bit earlier than that. You've got those handful of drivers that came in on lap 20. They're involved in caution. Gordon Wilson was in on lap 14, so everybody in that second half of the field on kind of a spectrum of different possible strategies.
Well, it looks like the top 10 haven't even pitted yet.
Yeah, and I mean, they got everybody trapped a lap down because of it. So Malone, Wilson, Archuleta, Berkmeyer, Marion, Barrow, all trapped a lap down. They do not want to see a caution now. But if you're Bruce or Lynch, I mean, why put them out of their misery? Let's run this out and see if you can catch a caution.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if I'm already many seconds, because Bruce is already 5 seconds ahead of the field, in front of Lynch, and Lynch is right there, it looks like, with Harris. No, he's about a second in front of Harris, too. In all honesty, if I'm running this good, I'm not pitting at all. I'm not even thinking about it.
I mean, if you look at Malone's lap time, he just ran a 30.6, and Bruce is running about a 32 flat, so like 1.3 seconds that Bruce is losing to Malone every lap he stays out there. So it's just going to come down to the caution if you decide to stay out long like this. if it stays green, I think you're gonna end up maybe 10 seconds behind Malone when this cycle's out.
Yeah, in all honesty, we're, what, 42 laps in on these tires? I really think that the time loss is going to be a huge deal if you don't start coming in soon. I think if he came in like now or very, very soon, that time loss is not going to really matter. But every single lap losing a second to Malone is not good.
Kieran coming in. So right now, there's just 9 cars on the lead lap, and all 9 have not pitted since the race started.
That's crazy that they're able to go this long. Let's see who some of our biggest gainers are tonight. Dustin Haynes up 11 spots. He's going to be in 5th. Boyd up 9 in 6th. Hammond 10 spots in 7th. It looks like Archuleta 8 spots in 12th. And Darren Bruce up 5 spots in 1st.
Sounds like the 87's coming to pit road this time.
Gallman as well into pit lane. Ronnie Lane in that 87, you are right, just came down as well. Only 3 drivers out of this race so far. That's going to be Campbell, Hughes, and Eller.
But Bruce has got to be betting on a caution before he runs out of tire.
Well, and the question is how much is he burning it up just to try to get around? But right now, he's going to be 24 seconds behind our leader. Or no, sorry, 35 seconds behind our leader. But he is still gaining.
I think what's helping him here is that Malone's tires are starting to slow down a little bit. It's still about 1.5 seconds a lap, though.
That's a lot, man. That really is.
Especially when, I think the lead between them was only 3 or 4 seconds, so...
By the time he pitted, I think it was 5.
Well, the last thing Malone wants right now is a caution.
Boyd is coming in. 5 drivers out on the lead lap, having yet to pit.
.27 getting passed by those cars that have already pitted. He's really got to start thinking about coming in.
And there he is. He's giving the call.
And he's doing it right here, I think, because Malone has caught him and is going to unlap himself. So the whole point of trying to run long is you're gambling on being able to trap Malone to lap down. As soon as he's there to unlap himself, the strategy kind of falls apart. I think the one thing the 27 has going for him here, though, is going to be that he can pretty much drive all out with just 30 laps remaining, whereas Malone is going to have to go 53 laps on that set of tires. He's going to have to conserve and kind of ration the rubber a little bit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I didn't think about that disadvantage of going in so early. But you're right. Like, he only has 30 laps to go, and he just ran 49. Bruce just ran 39 laps on those tires. Jason McCabe now taking the top spot in that number 35.
And he showed some serious speed in the open earlier. I was really impressed by that 35 car.
Only 30 laps to go here in the feature, ladies and gentlemen. You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120. I love it. It's great.
Who came up with that one?
I don't know. Some crazy guy. Caution's out.
Oh, we got a caution.
That is going to mix everything up. Did we catch and see who that was?
I think it's Marion is involved. He smacks the wall and then I'm not sure. Actually, no, that was a couple laps ago, so that wasn't it.
That hands the advantage back to Bruce.
Nah, you were
It's
right.
the
You were right. It was
19
Marion in
and
the 7.
Or Marion's got 19 on the car, but 21 in the leaderboard.
That's going to put the 7 sideways. Justin Harris down into the inside wall. Oh, it looked like he was aiming right for the wall. Wow. Amazing save. I don't know how he saved that from hitting that wall, man. It looked like he was driving directly into it. But I'm just curious why that brought out a caution. I mean, he was sideways, but...
It seems like the way iRacing is deciding to throw their cautions is not like how many cars are wrecking, but whether or not there is at least one car slow in the driving line. Because we saw 4 cars go through the grass, it's no caution, but when one car gets sideways on the track, kind of in that main driving line, that's where they seem to throw it these days.
I'm just crazy surprised he was able to save that from going into the inside wall right there. That was incredible.
Well, let's see. Who won that? Jason McCabe and Dustin Haynes are going to win the strategy game here. They went 52 laps without
No
pitting.
way. Are you kidding me?
They're going to be able to come down pit road, get 4 fresh tires, and only fall back to 5th and 6th because there are only 6 cars on the lead lap. Make that 7. I think that's, who is that?
And Malone's pitting.
Or Berkmeyer. Yeah,
Malone
so Malone
is
was on the
coming
lead
in.
lap. So he can come down and get some tires.
Bruce as well.
Smart move for him.
And there should be
So that puts the top 7 on even footing.
like a bunch of people are going to take wave rounds here. So they're going to get back on the lead lap, but they're going to be on really old tires.
Well, they're probably going to be hoping for that new caution to come out so they can come down and get those fresh ones before the end of the race. There is going to be a little bit of pressure coming into the end of the race.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it, though, with the restart on old tires. As slick as this track's been, this particular car, I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick one.
Yeah, so Berkmeyer and Marion are going to be the 2 drivers on like significantly older tires in the top 10. But the top 6 all going to be on, looks like 4 fresh tires. Berkmeyer, I think, was the lucky dog.
My good friend Marion.
And a few of the drivers aren't in terrible position. So Lynch pitted just 6 laps ago. Harris just 3 laps ago. Michael Boyd just 5 laps ago. So they're basically on the same strategy as these guys that got to pit. They just had to take the wave around. So that hurts them on track position. But I mean, the race is on now. We've kind of seen who has long-term speed, who has the short-run speed. I don't remember exactly when Malone lost the lead to Bruce. How many laps did that take the first time?
Well, I believe...
I think that's what I want to be watching here. Is
It was right around the mid-20s.
Man, that's going to put...
27 laps to go, so that's going to be the race of the 2 fastest guys so far.
That's going to put Lynch, Marion, Lane, Harris, Boyd, Gallman, and Hammond all back on the lead lap.
But it's going to put him at the rear of the field. That's going to make it real interesting.
Yeah, and it'll be a 2-car battle for the lucky dog if another caution comes out between Kiernan and Barrow.
And Kiernan is a pain in the ass to chase for the lucky dog, man. He really is. He was pulling me down on the last race we were in.
Yeah, I'm a little curious why those 2 drivers pitted, because maybe they just had to out of fuel or tire situation, but they could have also taken the wave around like everybody else.
That's what I thought they were actually going to do. Here we go, side by side. McCabe and Haynes are going to battle it out here on this restart. Amazing race so far for the feature, man. These guys are doing an awesome job.
Now, for the last 30 laps, Haynes was basically in everyone's way on old tires. Now he's up front on fresh ones. We'll see what that 3-car has for the field.
Well, like Culleton said, those fresh tires could be a little slippery. Green flag is out. 35 McCabe with a decent jump right there. Malone pulls himself into second place right behind McCabe. Hopefully they take it easy for a
Smart
couple
move by
laps.
Haynes. Smart move by Haynes to give way and collect it up and just go after him after we get to the turn.
Here comes the 76. We saw him get into the wall in the first few laps and fall out of the lead. He's up to third.
Wilson was the only one putting competition on Malone in the beginning.
Using every lane on the track as well. The 76 was up high to get a run, and then he went down low, went around both Bruce and Haynes. Gets around Gabe.
25 laps to go.
Some heavy contact for Kiernan, who slaps the wall off of 4. Keeps it straight though. Malone getting loose.
Ooh. Close call right there.
Check advantage to the bottom. 3 wide. Malone, McCabe, and Wilson.
Wow.
3 and 4. Look at this.
Wow. Good job by those guys. Wilson able to take over that second spot. McCabe falling back to third. But that, be careful. Bruce is right there. Yeah, Bruce is right there. He was able to get him on the long run. He was able to pass those guys within 20 laps, so he's got 23 laps to do it.
Bruce seems very patient today.
And good job on McCabe by being able to get out of that 3 wide successfully.
Last 2 laps, Malone has been mowing the grass on the front stretch. He is cutting that dog leg ever so slightly. You have to be careful with that. The thing will get sideways on you.
Well, and not only that, grass will stick to those tires as well. You don't want that to happen if you get into it too much. Boom! Malone into the wall hard!
And it took him the whole front straightaway to gather that back up.
And it looked like he was on an ice rink.
76 now pushing, try to get up front. Damage definitely going to be on that 63. Looks like Wilson is going to take the inside right here. Let's see if he can get it done. And it looks like he's...
Malone's got the momentum to the outside.
They're still side by side.
I've been trying to figure out what is on Wilson's paint scheme all night. I just figured it out. It's Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Great paint job. I actually complimented him on it not that long ago because he has it on his cup car, I believe, as well.
I don't know if Malone got any damage on that at all. If it did, it's certainly helping him.
Yeah, these Xfinity cars were a big change from the next-gen car. I feel like in real life they talk about how the next-gen car is tough. But in iRacing, I feel like it's maybe the most fragile of the top 3 series. These Xfinity cars can take quite a beating and stay fast. And Archuleta goes around on the backstretch. No caution.
It looks like they're not done on the backstretch.
Some unsavory radio chatter as well going on.
McCabe trying to get it done on that bottom side to catch that 76, but just not able to do it. Logan Wilson closing in on the 63.
Wilson just ran to the wall. It didn't look like it slowed him down much, though.
Man, he is battling, trying to get up in front of that 63, man. Checkup right there. That's going to give the advantage to McCabe in that 35. McCabe trying to get on the inside. Not able to get it done. McCabe going to have issues here soon. Bruce looking on the inside of him. We know how fast Darren Bruce was on that last stint. He's going to be still on the inside. Number 3 of Haynes hits a wall.
I mean, Haynes is hanging tough.
Yeah, he's killing it, dude.
These top 5 now have a 3-second lead over Berkmeyer back in 6th.
Look at the 27 of Darren Bruce. So he's starting to pull up on them and make his move. He is definitely the fastest car on the track right now.
Incredible job by those top 5.
Now, how long is Bruce going to keep that patience, though? He does not want to waste too much time getting around Wilson if he can do it.
Well, and as we've seen towards the longer run, Malone was having issues on the last stint, just getting sideways and getting loose. Let's see if that affects him on this one. 15 laps to go. Ooh, into the wall for Wilson there. 27 of Bruce. He's now catching up to Malone just like he did on that first stint. He's been much faster on the longer runs. Bruce not trying to lose that leader. McCabe's. Go ahead.
I was going to say, these two are now starting to pull away. Contact for the 76. It's now a 2-car battle for the lead and then a 3-car battle for 3rd through 5th.
Wow, he is right up on his bumper, boys.
If you're Darren Bruce, how long do you wait to make your move?
Oh, sideways with Haynes. He's able to recover. Holy moly. Berkmeyer right there up behind Haynes, looking to take that 5th spot away.
I'd expect Bruce is probably pretty content for the moment, unless Malone makes a mistake, or I feel like he's going to wait till probably the 2 laps to go.
I mean, I think what's making me nervous here is he is not getting clean air on the nose of the 27. So every lap he stays in that wake of Malone's, he's burning up the front tires.
Well, and if I'm Malone, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to just take that air off, trying to make him push as hard as he can. See if he can burn those tires up.
It looks like he's letting off a little bit earlier than Malone, though, trying to save those tires.
He could be, but man, he's, what, 12 inches off the back of his bumper this last 5 laps? Still a crazy battle going on back here for 3rd between 5th. 4 cars just racking it up. Number 4, Barrow is hanging tight with these guys up here being a lap down. He's going to be the lucky dog right now.
Need to go.
Oh, 76 sideways a little bit. Haynes getting into him. They're able to maintain it still. Wow, incredible save, man. There's been so many good saves already.
Yeah, I think we saw Wilson use up his tires. They're getting through traffic to the bumper of Malone at the beginning of this run, and then he smacked the wall a couple times. He might need another caution to restack and have another run at these folks up front. Bruce continuing to wait, just riding there right on the bumper of the 63 of Malone.
Wow.
I don't know if he's trying to intimidate him or what, but he is going to have to make a pass.
Malone just made a cut.
Over.
Man, he really went into the grass on that one. He's only going to have another couple chances to do that.
And Bruce is just not going in the corner quite as deep and saving those tires. I think he's got something left for him.
I do too. As we see Malone stay
Meanwhile,
away
not
from that
fighting
grass.
right now. They're putting a gap on third and fourth.
We were coming into 5 laps to go for the Euro Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120 for GEC eNASCAR THDesigns All-Star race, ladies and gentlemen. Been an exciting race so far. Our front runners are absolutely just battling it out. 3 now overtaking the 76 of Wilson. That's going to put him up in 4th. Wilson up into the wall a little bit. They're going to be side by side. Barrow still fighting it out back there. Even though he's a lap down, he's been keeping up with these guys pretty well.
Yeah, sometimes that is the worst feeling in the world, knowing that you could have been racing for a top 5, if not for losing a couple laps earlier due to incidents. All right, 3.5 laps to go. When is Bruce going to make his move? He's making me nervous.
Well, speaking of nervous, I'm sure he's making Malone a little nervous too. Oh, he gets that right front fender up to the quarter panel, takes that air off. Malone may have the momentum to carry out coming out of 2.
They're side by side, guys. Oh my God, my heart's gonna explode. 27 just edging out. Oh, and he's up front. He takes it. Is he gonna be able to keep it?
He's got to guard the bottom here. The high line seems really popular in traffic and early in the run, but it just seems like hugging the line is how these guys are finding speed here. 26 laps since pitting.
2 laps to go. 63 just falling back a little bit right there. I don't think he's got it. Looks like Darren Bruce just barely edging out. Oh, and he's into the wall. Malone tapping the wall right there, giving the advantage to Bruce. Bruce, 1 lap left, final lap coming in. Malone up into the wall again. Here we go, last set of turns. Oh, Malone sideways. That is going to give a huge advantage to Darren Bruce. It's all up to Darren Bruce now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Checkered flag. Darren Bruce takes home the win here for the All-Star race, ladies and gentlemen. Wow,
And
what an
Malone
incredible
tailing
finish.
all the way around 3 and 4, all the way across the start and finish line.
Just an
It was a heck of a
incredible
battle
finish.
for third as McCabe edges Haynes to round out the podium.
Wow, incredible drive by these guys. I am thoroughly happy with the way this went. Such a good job by all these drivers, man. Malone unfortunately just not able to hang on at the end. An amazing race all in himself, taking 2nd spot. But we're going to go ahead and get our drivers up for driver interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with our driver interviews for the podium for the All-Star race. This is going to be the You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120 for GEC NASCAR THDesigns All-Star race. Congratulations to our podium, Bruce, Malone, and McCabe. We'll go ahead and start it off with our winner, Darren Bruce. How does it feel?
Man, I'm sitting here in a puddle. I'm just waiting on my heart to slow down.
I'm waiting on my heart to slow down. You guys were just killing it at the end. We were talking. Shane Cochran's like, when's he going to do it? But you just definitely pulled it off. You were a little bit faster on the longer run. It looks like the tires just, once they come off, the car just starts going sideways. Unfortunately, Malone experienced that, but that gave you the advantage to cut across the finish line, man. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Malone, that dude's fast, man. He's fast. And man, I took everything I had to get by him there.
Well, you did an amazing job tonight. Not only did you do it once, but you were able to do it twice, coming out and just putting out a hell of a show for us, and a great effort. Thank you so much for being here. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I got to thank Alexander Auto, Duckworth Barbecue, and Select Seal Coating. Those are some local companies around here where I live that sponsor our Dirty South guys. I want to thank our Dirty South guys. Michael Boyd, he's in here. Reggie Evans, Keith, Robert Weevil, he's in here. Coleman Chapman, he couldn't be here. It's just a great win for Dirty South.
No, definitely good job and good effort from you. The battle between you and Malone almost the entire race was just heart pounding. So I can imagine why you're sitting in a puddle right now. I would be too.
I'm an old man. I can't take a whole lot of this. I'm about too old for this stuff.
That's all right. Go calm yourself down, grab a beer, and relax. You pulled it home. Congratulations.
And I want to say hey to the grandkids. We're leaving in the morning, drive down to Georgia to meet them, and we'll probably watch this when we get down there. They like watching these races. So, hey, you guys, love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you out next week.
Thank you.
All right. Second place, Jacob Malone, coming out with a hell of an effort, man. Just couldn't keep the car straight on those old tires, unfortunately. But still an amazing job. Lights out fast, as always. Congratulations for making the podium for the All-Star race, man. How's it feel?
It was fun. That's what I gotta say. I'm so appreciative for racing Darren. He was awesome to race against. His long run speed was outstanding. I could never really figure it out. I tried here and there, couldn't do it. So that was very, very fun. But yeah, I drove the car off its tires plenty of times. The car wanted to cry itself to sleep. But I did my best to defend, and I did everything I could, and I couldn't hold him back. That long run speed he had was just way too strong. I don't really run these cars, so it was a lot of fun seeing what these things can do. These cars are amazing to drive, as we saw. But I'm looking forward to more races like this. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went 80 laps with like one caution. I mean, it was super incredible to watch from the booth. Super exciting for us, and it made for a great show, man. Congratulations, and thank you so much for being here. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
I'd like to thank the IT and Out guys. We raced an amazing race and have been working very well as a team so far. I just want to also thank you guys for putting that on, this little exhibition race, and that was amazing. Great experience.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you had fun, man, and we had a lot of fun watching you guys. One of the most incredible races we've watched all season, actually. Just a hell of an effort by all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, Jake Malone, 35, lights out fast in the open, made his way into the final feature, man. Just congratulations making a podium on this one. Barely edging out Dustin Haynes on that last lap there. How's it feel coming out and making a podium for the All-Star race?
Feels awesome. Just really fun, clean racing. Everyone up front, I can't say enough. I don't know if it's just the car or what, but so much more fun than the Cup cars, in my opinion. But yeah, Dustin was coming. I used up my right front battling with Logan, Malone, and Bruce there, it was so much fun. I can't thank these guys enough for racing clean and put on a good show for us.
Well, hell of an effort out in the open, man. You did a really great job out there as well, and then coming out here and making a podium, I imagine it couldn't feel any better. You know, hell of an effort by all of you guys, and it was a great show. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Thank you, all you guys at GEC for that puts this good show on for everyone. And my team affiliate, everyone at IT and Out. I can't say enough about those guys. And yeah, it feels good. Another podium 2 weeks in a row. I can't complain.
Well, it's always great to see the IT and Out guys up front. It looks like you guys have actually clutched up the team standings for the Cup Series as well, coming home with another team championship. So I can't be more impressed by the IT and Out guys. Just a hell of a group that just lays it down every single week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamie. Thanks for all you do up in the booth there.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate all you guys. But that is going to be it for the All-Star race, ladies and gentlemen. You're a Samantha, but I'm a Charlotte 120 here for GEC NASCAR THDesigns All-Star race. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.